What a WWE Monday Night Raw! That was last night, guys. And today, this is going to be my WWE Monday Night Raw review from last night's show. So here we go. We kicked off Raw with match number 1 of the night, and it is Braun Strowman versus Seth Rollins. The Raw Tag Team Champion Seth Rollins, that's right. And plus, this match was pretty good. I really enjoyed it, and also, Braun Strowman won, and he won with his finisher, like the sidewalk slam for the 1, 2, 3, and that was it. And then right after the match, he does another sidewalk slam to Seth Rollins onto the ring mat. And then after that, Braun Strowman goes on top of the stage, and Cesaro and Sheamus comes out. And then next, they start to do the, and then next, Dean Ambrose shows up, and then he shows up and does that, and stuff like that. Dean Ambrose comes out and tries to save Seth Rollins from Braun Strowman, and Cesaro and Sheamus comes out. And then, of course, you know what happens? Cesaro gives Dean Ambrose a neutralizer, and Seth Rollins gets the bro kick from Sheamus, and then that a way to kick off Monday Night Raw with match number 1 of the night. Now we have match number 2 of the night, and it is, hello, my name is Elias. Who wants to walk with Elias? That's right. And also, he versus Titus O'Neil. But before the match started, he says this. Hello, my name is Elias. Don't start with me, Denver. That's what he was saying. And then, of course, Titus O'Neil comes out, and then they have their match. Elias won with his finisher for the 1, 2, 3, and that was it. Then Apollo Crews goes inside the ring. And then Elias leaves the ring, and then that was it for match number 2. Now we have match number 3 of the night, which is Mickie James versus Nia Jax. And also Alexa Bliss comes out, and she's on ringside. And of course, Mickie James won by disqualification because of Alexa Bliss. She goes in the ring, and then she throws Mickie James outside of the ring. And then next, Mickie James does a finisher on to Alexa Bliss outside of the ring by the barricade. And then that was it. And now we have match number 4 of the night. Luke Gallows, Colin Anderson versus Matt Hardy and Jason Jordan. This match was pretty good. I really enjoyed it. And also, Luke Gallows and Colin Anderson won with the Magic Killer on Matt Hardy for the 1, 2, 3, and that was it. And now we have the Breast Cancer Awareness Month with Dana Warrior. She starts to talk about breast cancer and stuff like that and other stuff. The next, she shows up the Raw Women's custom plates, and all the Raw Women's were all in the ring. And then she introduced their names and stuff like that to those 3 ladies who survived breast cancer and stuff like that. And then they all hug, and then that was it. Not really a big segment thing. Now we have match number 5 of the night. You know what this match is? It is for the Intercontinental Champion. That is right. And now here we go. Roman Reigns comes out, and The Miz does like a shield thingy thing. And of course, now first, Roman Reigns does Superman punch to Curtis Axel and to Bo Dallas. And then next, he starts to beat up Curtis Axel into the WWE Universe. Then he hits Curtis Axel on the stage with a steel chair a couple times, and then Bo Dallas had a steel chair in his hand, and then of course he starts to use a steel chair. Roman Reigns starts to use a steel chair a couple times, and the Miz's face was like this. I'm gonna lose my Intercontinental belt tonight. That's what he said. I thought, and then of course Now Roman Reigns just goes straight into that ring, and they have their match. And this match was pretty good, but until Roman Reigns was about to win almost, until Cesaro and Sheamus pulls Roman Reigns out of the ring and throws him into the barricade as a disqualification. The next, they beat up Roman Reigns into the ring, and Cesaro does the neutralizer to Roman Reigns and a bro kick to Roman Reigns, and the next, a skull crusher finale on the Roman Reigns, and then right after that, the Miz and Sheamus Cesaro just leaves the ring, and then they go back into the ring, and they start to do like the Shield thing like this, and then they did a Shield triple power bomb onto Roman Reigns, and then that was it. And now we have, that's right, Finn Balor. And of course, Finn Balor comes out, he says, "What's up, Denver, Colorado?" with the Balor Club and stuff like that. He was wearing his black coat, of course, he said to them. Then, of course, he says, "Come on, Bray Wyatt, I'm here to fight you," and stuff like that. And of course, he was talking about Bray Wyatt a little bit. And the next, Bray Wyatt shows up on the Titantron, and then he starts to talk about a little bit weird stuff like he always does. The Eaters of War, he starts to talk about and stuff like that. The next, there was like smokes and stuff of like Sister Abigail, like ha 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 ha, like that, and that was pretty weird and strange. And then that was it. Now we have our main event of the night, and it is, "Hey, we want some Bayley. Hey, we want some Bayley." That's right. Bayley and Sasha Banks versus Emma and Alicia Fox. And also, this match was pretty good. Also, during the match, Emma turned on Alicia Fox by making the tag and then not making the tag at all. And then, of course, she tricked her like this. And the next, Bayley does a belly to belly to Alicia Fox for the 1, 2, 3, and that was it. And here's the winner, Bayley and Sasha Banks. Now we have our last part of the night. It is Enzo Amore, that's right. The WWE Cruiserweight Champion, Enzo Amore. He starts to come out and he talks about the Cruiserweight division again and stuff like that. And then, of course, he keeps talking smack about them all, like always. And then, of course, all the Cruiserweight division comes out again. And then, of course, he starts to leave the ring real fast. And all the Cruiserweights start to come from the crowd and stuff like that. And they kept coming from different areas to block Enzo Amore. Then Enzo Amore had to go back into the ring, and all the Cruiserweights were all like the apron, just like the Nexus a little bit, guys, and stuff like that. And then, of course, Enzo Amore was telling all the Cruiserweights to, like, all the Cruiserweight division to, "I have this signed piece of paper, you can't touch me at all with it. You can't touch me," to all the Cruiserweight, Rick Swan, them all, and like that. And he was showing them all. And then, of course, you suck. You suck. That's right. Kurt Angle comes out. Then he tells Enzo Amore that they're not allowed to touch him. That's right. They could be fired and stuff like that. But I signed a new person to the Cruiserweight division, and he's allowed to touch him. And here we go. You know who it is? Here we go. Lucha, 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 Calistio. That's right, Calistio showed up. Then, of course, he goes inside the ring real fast, and then he does his finisher to Enzo Amore and kicks him first, and then he does his finisher to Enzo Amore, and then that was it. And then Calistio does a Lucha, Lucha on the top of the turnbuckle. And then right after that, we saw Roman Reigns being all in pain like this, backstage like this, and then guess what? You know who shows up? Dean Ambrose shows up first by looking at Roman Reigns, and the next Seth Rollins shows up next, and the next Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins just leaves, and then that was it for Monday Night Raw. What a way to end Monday Night Raw with. Are we going to see a Shield reunite next week? We just have to find out, wait and see. So, guys, once again, hope you all enjoyed my Monday Night Raw review from last night's show. So, guys, once again, please like this video, leave a comment, and subscribe. Peace out, guys. See ya.